Good morning, this is Nadeshiko Yamato. Finally, Apple's first headset, Apple Vision Pro, has been released. I have actually tried it and posted a review video, but my impression is that it is a very powerful headset and I enjoyed doing various things with it, but what I am concerned about is whether it is a product that can be used on a daily basis. When you actually try it on, the device itself is quite heavy and large, and when you look around you see PCs and smartphones, so you wonder how this headset device will be used in daily life. I don't think there have been many videos of people actually wearing the Vision Pro, so please enjoy this video until the end. Please subscribe to our channel and give us a high rating. And as in the previous video, this one is also provided by Wever's Lab, and we are looking forward to their future work in developing XR content, including the Apple Vision Pro. So I immediately walked outside while wearing the Apple Vision Pro. In the previous review video, I touched and felt various things indoors, so I was curious to see if I could use it when I was out and about. I think it's quite important to know how people around you look at it and how it actually looks. By the way, I've already applied for a special exception for technical talk, so don't worry. So what do you think? Can you imagine a future where the streets are filled with people wearing these? To be honest, it still looks a little strange. I think so too. I myself would feel quite uncomfortable walking next to someone wearing Vision Pro. The visual impact would be huge. The goggles are huge. The goggles are big, huge, and shiny, so they stand out. I felt very uncomfortable when I was standing next to someone wearing the headset, but this time when I put it on myself, I felt nothing at all. I'm not sure if it's because the headset itself is worn so it doesn't show up in my field of vision, or if it's because the people I see through the display are now looking at NPCs. I think people don't think much of the books they are wearing anymore. And as for the stares, surprisingly, I didn't feel them nearly as much. They didn't look at me much. I don't know if Japanese people are shy or what, but basically they didn't look at me. Or if they did, they only glanced at me. There was almost no one taking pictures or staring at me. It may just be that Apple Vision Pro is not well known in Japan, but I guess I don't have to worry too much about people's eyes. By the way, I passed by a police officer and I was prepared to be touched by him, but surprisingly, he did not touch me. The image quality of the pass-through is surprisingly good enough to be able to walk around normally. Of course, compared to the naked eye, the image quality is not as good, but if you are just walking down the street, there is no problem at all. The image quality of the headset pass-through is evolving rapidly. Unlike the Pico 4's pass-through, the 3D effect is there, so you can clearly see the distance between objects, and the space is not distorted as in the Quest 3's pass-through. The screen of Quest 3 is very uncomfortable when you put your hand close to it, but Vision Pro's pass-through does not distort the screen. The Vision Pro's pass-through has no distortion of the screen, no weird colors like Quest Pro, and no whiteouts. The technology has definitely evolved. However, the viewing angle is still a bit narrow. It is a bit scary. To be more specific, you can no longer see right beside you on the left and right. Also, you can no longer see your feet, which is a bit scary. If there is enough distance between you and other people, such as on a wide street or in a place with few people, there is no problem at all. Humans unconsciously take evasive action to avoid bumping into other people, don't they? For example, we move away from people who cut in from the side. I think we do such unconscious avoidance actions, but I feel that wearing Vision Pro makes them dull. Above all, since you cannot see your own shoulder, it is quite difficult to gauge the distance between you and others. So, I think it would be better to use the naked eye in crowded places. By the way, the quality of the video recorded by Apple Vision Pro is like this. It's not bad, but it's not that good either. If I wanted, I would have liked the image quality to be a little higher. The sun was shining brightly that day. With the naked eye, it was hard to open my eyes unless I squinted, but with the Apple Vision Pro, the sun's rays were suppressed, so there was no glare at all. I was surprised at how bright the world was when I took the Vision Pro off. As for the colors, I feel that the vividness and saturation of the colors are reduced. Of course, when the sun is bright, the saturation tends to decrease, but I would like to enjoy a more vivid world, wouldn't you? If they evolve in the future, I think they will be more convenient, regardless of the cost, if they have a telescope function like Conan's glasses, or if they have thermography or night vision goggles. I wonder if the key to the spread of this headset device is whether it will be more more convenient than the naked eye or not. By the way, photography is not allowed inside Shinjuku Gyoen, so I'll stop here. In the past, it used to be a bizarre sight just to be fiddling with a smartphone, didn't it? But then I realized that it has become a scene where everyone is playing with their smartphones when they get on the train. I didn't really know if this would be the case with headsets, but I will continue to investigate. Well, I'm excited about this area because it has a sci-fi feel to it, and I'm gonna try to see if I can cook with the Apple Vision Pro. Today's meal is cup noodles of the world, Tom Yum Kung with pakuchi. After all, cup noodles are the most delicious with Tom Yum Kung flavor. Apple Vision Pro, the quality of the pass-through video is still quite good, so I can read the text normally. Calorific value, 354 kilocalories of calories, 7.8 grams of protein, carbohydrates, fat. It's a little hard to see. It may be a little out of focus or fit depending on the distance. Around here it is pretty much in focus, but as you get closer and closer, it may gradually become a little out of focus around here. It is a little out of focus. If you move it too close, it may be difficult to read. But, well, if it's this close, it's probably good enough. At least compared to the pass-through image quality of MetaQuest 3, I think it is much better, so you can feel the evolution of technology. The water is boiling, so I'm going to pour. I wanted to do this. I opened this app and downloaded it just now. Yo, how did I do that? This is it, source timer. There was this one, wasn't there, that got a lot of buzz on Twitter? It can be used as a kitchen timer. I will use this to measure 3 minutes. By the way, if you press the plus button on the kitchen timer, you can customize the timer to 5 seconds, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes. Like this. This probably can be done infinitely. Pinch the application and place it wherever you want. I'm currently playing VR chat on my PC monitor and it looks pretty normal. I think the picture quality is much better, and unlike Quest Pro, etc., the screen looks really smooth. There are no color jumps, so I think it looks quite natural. The image quality is slightly better with the naked eye than with the naked eye, which can't be helped, but I think it's enough to see so beautifully. I can read text through the screen just fine. Welcome to VR chat can be read normally. I guess there is no problem even if I wear Vision Pro while I'm using a computer. This is where the viewing angle is located. Takoyaki is famous this way. Zero Skytree is this way. Yes, we are here at JP Tutorial. I think this is pretty good. With lots of characters, you can read the tiny letters in the back. All notifications are displayed. Friend request list, invite notification. You can read it normally. If you can read this much, it's enough, isn't it? The poster in front of this picture is just a little bit unreadable. You will be able to read it when you get closer. I can read that. Mirrors are not only installed in the world, but also in Honchara Kardon. 3 minutes later, the water boils. Then, let's eat. That's it. This may be a little bit difficult because you can't see the eyes and mouth at all. I can't get the equipment dirty because it's from another company. Bon appétit! Delicious. If you eat a cup of noodles, the steam would instantly cloud your eyes. It might not be suitable for cup noodles. Yes, it's delicious, but it's still a little hard to eat. You can't see your mouth, so it's a little hard to eat and it gets cloudy. Maybe with cold food, it might be good. Also, tiny food. I think the most practical use of Apple Vision Pro so far is to mirror the PC screen. Of course, it can also be used for keyboard and mouse operation. Of course, keyboard and mouse operation is also supported. It can be used as usual. While mirroring, the monitor on the Mac side becomes a black image. I am currently using a desktop Mac Studio, but when I use a notebook MacBook on the bullet train, I can turn off the PC side monitor so I can use it for security and privacy. Incidentally, Apple Vision Pro has foveated rendering, which is a feature that was also included in PSVR 2 and Varjo Aero to improve performance by reducing image quality outside of the line of sight. If you watch the recording, you can clearly see that foveated rendering is applied. However, when you are actually wearing Vision Pro, you don't notice it at all. So you can see that it follows your line of sight quite naturally. It's super easy to mirror a Mac like this. But I think for existing VR users, including me, it's usually Windows users. I remember when I did a survey on YouTube Live once, the results were about 80% Windows users, 15% Mac users, and the rest who didn't have either. But I still wanted to mirror on Windows. Steam Link is an application for playing Steam games remotely, which Quest 3 also supports, and which I introduced in another video, so it's fresh in your mind. So, since Steam Link is usable, I can bring up my Windows monitor screen as it is. I actually tried it, and this is what I got. I was able to mirror Windows just fine. I guess it's pretty normal. I didn't feel any stress with the Mac mirroring, so there must be a slight delay. Also, dual monitors are not possible. My PC has dual monitors with 2 screens, but Steam Link can only display 1 screen at a time. And when I move the mouse to the edge of the screen, the image switches, but not both screens at the same time. The Steam Link UI at the edge of the screen is a bit annoying, but there are a few things I don't like about it. I still think that Apple Vision Pro has some of the greatest performance potential within the Apple ecosystem. However, the Apple Vision Pro browser app, Safari, can be used in combination with Safari for unlimited screen display. So you can use it like a PC monitor plus unlimited Safari display, like a mass multi-monitor system. I would like to use my Windows PC screen as a multi-monitor, so please release Windows Vision Pro, or Microsoft, please release Windows Vision Pro. By the way, since it is Steam Link, you can play games as usual. In fact, this is how it is supposed to be used, but for some reason it responds better to games. Mouse operation is quite comfortable. I don't feel much delay. For easy comparison, the PC monitor in the back and the screen in the front are images mirrored by Vision Pro. I think there is almost no delay at all. When I was actually playing, I rarely felt that the delay was stressful. So I guess it depends on the wireless environment, but at least it was much more stress-free than browsing. Why does the mouse work more smoothly when I am playing Omega Sector than when I am browsing? Well, I don't know, but if you have a good mirroring app, please let me know in the comments. So, I left my Apple Vision Pro on all day long, and my impression is that, well, it's a little bit hard. It's heavy, it's big, and it's a little bit hard. The weight of the Apple Vision Pro is so heavily weighted toward the front that the weight balance is broken. The weight balance is broken. I think Apple would like to make it so that you don't have to take it off all day long, but that's still a little too much to ask for, isn't it? It's a little tough. I think it will be necessary to make it smaller and lighter, but time will tell. So let's look forward to the Apple Vision Pro and Apple Vision Air. This time I introduced more hardware-oriented features, but next time I would like to introduce what kind of applications can be run on it. In addition to the Apple Vision Pro, Nadeshiko Yamato channel has posted many review videos of VR and AR devices, such as the Quest 3. To be honest, you can't get a good idea of these headset-type products just by looking at the spec sheet, and there are many things you can't understand until you actually try them on. Especially for people who have never used AR or VR products before, they don't really know what they can do, and I think it takes a lot of courage to purchase them. I don't think there are many VTubers who have reviewed the Apple Vision Pro, so if you subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to see when I have new videos or deliveries, and I'll be happy too, so it's a 2 birds with 1 stone thing. Actually, only about 30% of the people who watch my videos subscribe to my channel. Currently, I am working hard to reach 100.0 subscribers, but if I can get the remaining 70% of people to subscribe, I may be able to reach my goal sooner than I thought. If you found the videos interesting or informative, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel and give me a high rating. See you again in another video or distribution. Bye bye!